I don't know how you found this video, but the title is 100% accurate. This is 29 minutes and 10 seconds of waiting in this Minecraft SMP game on Limelight SMP. This is the final stage of 13 stages of waiting. It's called the waiting game, and that's all it is. It's a waiting game, and at the end, something may or may not happen. And I have been tortured by this game. It's created by Levi Morris. I will link, like every link that he has will be down below. He did a video on the waiting room and did an episode where he showed some reactions, including mine, to the waiting room. I was sending him like screenshots during my, it was like 4.5 hours of total waiting. But for this video, if you want to stay and hang out, get a snack. I got some popcorn, I have a drink, and I am just gonna, we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out for 29 minutes, for 28 minutes. Whew. So this game, I made some notes. Also, oh no, okay, sorry. I was like, this is not my first take of like the first couple minutes, but I have ADD, so I may get distracted or space out or stuff. So I don't know, just like be prepared for that. That's like, I don't know, it could be a weird time, who knows? But I made some notes. I couldn't remember if I already said that I had ADD. Oh my god. Okay, so there's not a lot that's gonna go on in like the Minecraft portion of the video. Like this shot does not change. I do move around a little bit. For the first 24 minutes, I'm right there. Just I'm like, most of it I'm like staring at the redstone lamp, and but I do like look around in different places, and then about 24 minutes in, I do try sitting in the chairs and moving around a little bit. But we'll see how we do when we get there. Yeah. The only rule to this game is to wait, and that means no AFKing. And that's it. That's it. That's the only information we have. I mean, you can go check out the video that Levi made. But I have some theories about what this is or why he made it. My theories are that he is potentially planning something even bigger, and this is just one small step in a larger evil plan. He could be planning also nothing at all, and this was not like intentional. That can't be. No. My other theory is he had a nervous break, and this is like a simulation of a nervous break, like as a therapeutic tool. Or he is a sociopath who's doing like a social experiment for like the government, and he's gonna get a huge paycheck when he turns in the results. Or maybe he just like didn't realize what this would do to everyone. I'm not the only one who's waited. I've seen it count down. So that's the thing. It counts up, and then at the very end, what we're waiting for together for this whole time, all 12 lights have lit up, and then they're all going to count down like 10 seconds each. I've seen that 3 times, and I'm not the only one who's seen it. So either he didn't realize what this would do to us, or he doesn't care what this will do to us, and he's doing it on purpose. Or, this is my other theory, he saw a video on redstone clocks that can count into eternity, and then he had a funny idea, and he wanted to see how long this game would last on an SMP. So that's kind of the social experiment one, but just without the nervous break. I don't know. I'm the one who is basically having a nervous break over this. I'm aware that nothing's happening in this room, nothing happens. I'm only torturing myself, but the thing is, like the aforementioned ADD, I hate waiting. I hate waiting so much. I can't describe how much I hate waiting. My husband today, he was like, because I said that I was going to do this video and how much I hate waiting, and that basically I'm waiting out of spite because I want this game to end. And he's like, is that why you're always like late, or you're like always the last one to be ready? Because you hate waiting for other people. And I was like, actually, kind of, yes, maybe. Like, it doesn't feel like time to get ready until I see that everybody else is ready. I'm like, oh, okay, now it's my turn. But this game, I don't know. It's like, if it was just waiting, I wouldn't wait. Why would you do that? There's no incentive. There's no meaning. There's no meaning to any of this. But there's something, I don't know what, that may or may not happen, and I don't know if it's going to happen or not. So that's killing me. I want to know what happens. I want to know how long it takes. And I have to wait to make the game end. So my strategy is stubbornly, out of spite, wait extra hard to make this end. I don't think it was a good idea. I think other people on the SMP probably are just skipping this whole experience because they assume that somebody else will do the waiting and eventually it'll all get worked out. But I don't have time for that. Apparently, I do have time for this madness. The first time I waited, though, because Levi posted this in our Discord, in our team Discord. We also have a community Discord, which I will link below, and you can join it and ask Levi if he's out of his mind. But he posted and he was like, this is the waiting game, the only rule is no AFKing, and something may or may not happen. But I guess he did probably write that, but his video hadn't come out yet, so I didn't see that the something may or may not happen part really was like something might not happen. So for 4.5 hours, total, okay, so waiting for me, I'm I have the game open, and during that 4.5 hours, I did get up to go get coffee. Apparently that was breaking the rules, but my kids were around and stuff, and I was kids I was doing stuff on the computer and doing stuff in the room, so I could see the screen the whole time, but my kids were also waiting for whatever it is, and they were disappointed. So Levi, you confused two children. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? I hope so. I hope it was. So this video is this is my little simulation. I don't know. I looked up an article on waiting. I googled how to wait for a long time, and one of them was wait with a friend. I was like, that's a good idea. So here we are, waiting with a friend, and put on music. And I don't remember most of the other ones. One of them was remember the money back guarantee, and then I decided that the article maybe was not the most relevant one. But what I did also plan, kind of as a backup plan, is I thought that I would maybe read off all of the Minecraft mobs, all of them. And if that didn't take long enough, I would read off all of the blocks and items in the game. Just, this really might not be interesting. I mean, I guess I'm checking the time. I've already been yapping for 10 minutes. So if you're here, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It probably won't get more interesting from here on out. What I'm also doing right now, and the reason I thought this was convenient, so I'm pulling up my browser right now. I'm also waiting for my episode to upload on YouTube. So while I'm recording this, I've got like, oh, it's almost uploaded, but then it has to like process, right? It has to go SD to HD. So I'm hoping to release these together because at the end of that episode, maybe that's how you found this video. I say like it kind of takes me a while between my videos, so I need to release them together because if I release the episode and then the waiting room isn't open, that's like false advertising and it's bad for my brand as genuine chili. I would never false advertise. I might false advertise to other people in the SMP. Would I? Have I done that? I do I do like tricks. My SMP is really cool. I played on one SMP for a while, like 3 years ago. So like I have not been playing Minecraft for very long. I tried out a few other SMPs, just like short term, like trying to find a good fit. I ran my own SMP for over a year. It was a storytelling SMP. Nothing is like Limelight though. And as far as I can tell, like going on like Reddit and like reading other people's experiences with SMPs, Limelight's pretty special. We have a pretty cool concept, and I'm just like assuming that the people watching this video are my teammates. So hi. So this might be boring to you, but Limelight's really special because there's no admin, there's no leader, there's nobody in charge. We're all equal. So all of our decisions have to be made as a group and like in the interest of the group. Oh, I just jumped. Did you see that? And the only rules are be a content creator, be over 18, and don't be a pickaxe. And we've had high standards for conduct, and because we're all focused on content creation, it kind of like circumvents some of like the personal issues that can come into play on SMPs. But I mean, like I might has personal stuff too, but it just helps like keep things in perspective. It's a really great group to play with. We're on season 2 now, and what can I say about season 2 so far? Season 2 it's been kind of weird. It's been quiet at times. The first like few weeks was just constant activity. Everybody was playing like 24/7. Like it was just shifts. And we actually have, so because we're all from around the world, the people who are kind of like most of the people on the server are in the American time zone. So I'm in Germany, and anyone else who's not in the American time zones is the night shift or the night crew, because we play when the Americans are sleeping. So I usually play with that like smaller group. Usually there's fewer people online. And I've taken breaks during this season. I feel like last season I played a little bit more consistently, and I definitely had episodes that came out a bit more regularly, but I also had a very different form of content, I feel, in season 1. I think that I've just like, I really changed the way that I think about making my videos, and I think I've developed a style. This is not part of my style, by the way. So this is completely out of left field. I don't even expect to have any views on this, really. I That would be. I hope just like a couple people put this on in the background and just like hang out. Like, I don't know, put your headphones in if you're waiting at the DMV or just like on the train or something, going to work. Just like hang out and listen to me talk about stuff. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, season 1. But like my season 1 episodes were more like, these are the things that happen on the server. And those are fine, but I didn't give a lot of context. And I think that's really, really, really important for SMP videos at this point. I also don't watch a ton of SMP content. I don't watch like any. I only watch Limelight content, honestly. I really don't have enough time to, I barely have enough time to watch all of the Limelight videos, so I don't watch very much like of like hardcore series or like, you know, seasons on SMPs. But we've gotten some feedback like when you're like watching somebody just like interact with other people on an SMP, it's like fun or funny, but if you like don't know who they are or like what the inside joke is, then it's just kind of like lost on you, and it doesn't really feel like you're with them or like you're part of the conversation. So this season I've been trying to think about my videos as less like it's still documentation, because I think that's really, really important for SMPs, especially, actually just for Minecraft in general. Not even with content, like just in general. But this season, it's not just like literally like these are the things that happen in order. I'm kind of doing more like themes. So what's like a particular story that happened on the server, or like what's less like time-based and not just like this is what happened in August. It's more like this is the parrot fiasco that happened over a period of months, and like these are just like the pieces of that story over that time. So I'm giving myself more time to collect footage. And then for this last video, it was actually really cool going back and watching old footage and like pulling out like the clips that I wanted to include for context. We'll see how that video performs and stuff. But I just checked the barrel. I just put on my helmet. You guys are seeing this. Okay, we're 18 minutes in, only 6 minutes to go until like the big, oh, okay, this is where I turn and look in a different direction. I did know I was recording this, and for a long time of it, I wanted to be like, you know, staring at the lamp, staring into it. And then at this point in it, I was like, I'll just like look around. I'll look around, and like I knew that I wanted to, I don't know what I even filmed this for. I didn't expect to be doing like a reaction video, but I also wanted to like, I thought maybe I'd take clips from it or just like send it to Levi and just like let him know what this does. This must be my second time waiting, because there's no bookshelf. I just noticed. Because after the second time of, you'll see what may or may not happen in like 10 minutes. Levi put in a bunch of bookshelves, the chiseled bookshelves where you can put in books, and so that people can like document their stay at the waiting room. I'm just thinking like the waiting room, like it can't be a waiting room unless you're waiting for a thing. Like, I guess that's the point of it. I hate it so much. But about the documentation, I was going to say this a second ago. documentation is probably like the number one most important thing that people can do in regards to playing Minecraft, even solo, and also on SMPs, and probably especially on SMPs. Especially on SMPs? Yes. Well, okay. This is like how I see it. I'm just like looking like up into the air. I feel bad for me. It's hard to watch. But documentation is kind of what I based my storytelling SMP off of, because I tried playing a little bit on some lore SMPs or just like plain old survival SMPs, or like really like long standing ones, like SMPs that have been running for like years and years. And the thing that really impresses me about those is all of the history that you can see. It's like visual history, like however long. Ooh, I'm like, I'm moving. Wait, is it happening? Am I okay? We're 21 minutes in. I don't think I jumped down yet. No, I'm just staring up. Okay. But the thing is, like, if you walk around those servers and you get a tour, like I was getting tours of these like really cool places with these amazing builds, and there were so many stories behind all of the builds, like, you know, this is the cathedral of this and that, and like this was made during this, you know, seasonal event or whatever. And there are all these like, you know, friendships and relationships and, you know, friends and foes tied into all of that. And it's amazing to hear about it like on a tour, but it's also kind of hard to like jump in when you're missing a bunch of that information kind of, or like context personally. So I thought for my server, as a storytelling server, like the only, not like the only rule, because we had like a, I mean, it was like more of a typical hierarchy. Like I was in charge. I got to decide who stays. And I had like really high standards for conduct. But the thing about my server was you have to be posting, documenting whatever you do on the server. Not like everything you do on the server, but like you should regularly be posting like, this is what I did, this is what I've been working on, or even just like a screenshot or something. Like it doesn't have to be like really serious, but most people were like writing, like doing like creative writing about what they've been doing, or like inspired by what they were doing. So, you know, like you take something that happens. One of the first events on the server was the Battle of the Holy Pants. And that was amazing. There was just 3 of us online at the time. And it was like super early, so nobody had any gear. It was like the first week or so on the server. And one of the players brought a raid in to the village. And so there's 3 of us. And we started trying to fend off this raid, but like I had never seen a raid before because I'm not a very experienced player. One of the players, the one that brought the raid, is like delightful chaos, and the other player like was actually like somewhat knowledgeable or skilled, but they didn't have any gear, so we just ended up dying over and over and over and over again. And we'd set our spawns like in the village, so we'd like run out, get killed, have to like go back to the bed and like try and pick up our gear so that we can maybe try and fend off this raid. But it just devolved into utter chaos. Nobody knew what gear was theirs. Look, I jumped. Okay, look. See, this is where I was like, I gotta try all the different chairs. You know, like maybe it'll go faster if I wait in a particular chair. I think I'm gonna try a couple chairs in this video. I do when I do wait, and I waited another time other than this. I do like to try all the spots. Okay, but Battle of the Holy Pants. At some point, that skilled player was like using a pair of iron leggings to attack, Lord, I don't even know what, like, pillager or witch or whatever it was. But I was like using a torch, like it was just absolute madness. But in honor of, sorry, this is like I'm like seeing myself like walk. So exciting. This is what we have popcorn for. Absolutely thrilling. Anyway, so after the battle, we decided to commemorate this amazing server event with hanging the holy pants in one of the churches. But the thing about that is, if you weren't there, I could kind of just like tell you the story of the holy pants, and probably not in that much detail, but basically, right? And you'd hear it and be like, okay, cool, holy pants. But what I also did was I did like a write-up. So I like wrote more, I don't know if it's like creative writing, but I like wrote like a whole thing about it. I documented it, and I described it in a dramatic way so that somebody, oh my God, it's starting. Look, okay, see, I don't even notice. Look, they're going to, oh my God. Okay, so the point of like documenting is any other person can read that story, be immersed, and like feel more connected to the history and like the context of what's going on in the SMP, and it helps people integrate and have a really good time. Oh my God, it's happening. I still don't even see it. I don't even see it. Okay, I'm looking around. Am I gonna see it? Oh my God, I'm just sitting in a chair. I don't even see it. See, but you see how fast this goes though. So this is the thing. It goes up to 12, and then you have to like wait for like the, like the 13th light, and then it goes down super fast. But I think these are random intervals too. I don't like that. I thought these intervals were regular. Why is this one taking so long? I did not notice that before. Okay, that one was fast. I hate that they're random intervals. I really do. It's the worst. I think it is actually the worst. Do I not even see it? I don't even see it this whole time? When do I see it? Do I see it now? I must see it now, right? That's maybe, oh no, maybe it's the light going out that I notice. Okay, but look at this. You'd expect, I think now I notice. You'd expect then look, I checked the barrel. Okay, so I did know. And I'm like, okay, is there like another like interval that you have to wait for? Another like a thing? But if you wait long enough, that first light comes back on, and you know you were back at the beginning and nothing happened. Look, I'm checking. I feel bad for me. Look at that. And I think in a second here, I think Tomo is going to show up in his Halloween costume. I don't know if he like logged on. Yeah, there's Tomo. Like, wait, is that Levi? I don't even remember who this is. Oh, that's Levi. Got my Aussies mixed up. I'm sorry. Now, yeah, this is me bailing, and that's it.